Alright guys, Papa Pepper back once again at the Abundant Harvest Homestead. Just contemplating today. It's a nice rainy day, so I'm filming in the house. We got a dehydrator running, a computer running, kids running around. There's probably gonna be some background noise for you right now. I'm hearing it. But just out harvesting some stuff under an umbrella in the rain because I've got a nice cheese pizza that I'm gonna dress up from my own garden. This is some of the stuff that's coming into play, and I'll show you. We've got these scapes kind of from the wild garlic, and boy, they're a staple a lot of times in the cold weather. They're always there, always available. What I want to talk about in this video is something I just learned and figured out about the walking onions. It's amazing. I wish I would have learned it sooner. This has really changed my life for the better. Also got just a lot of the cherry tomatoes. They're going to be done here in a minute. Frost is coming. I don't know when it's going to get here, but we're running out of time. And as sad as kind of the end of the main gardening season is, we know it's coming. We're no stranger to the fact that eventually that whole section of gardening, all those plants, all that stuff is just going to be at an end. And there's some cold weather stuff we can grow, but we know that the summer and fall garden is definitely coming to an end. And we also know that, it's a time to reflect on what we've reaped, because we reap what we sow. And all that effort that went into getting this stuff growing, pruning it, training it up trellises, weeding it, fertilizing it, watering it, all that kind of comes to a culmination, and we're still reaping, the harvest. And I'm just looking forward to slicing up these guys real nice and thin, dropping them on the pizza. Also got some of the mini bell peppers. I just got some of the yellow and orange ones right now, and I think these are currently sold out in our Etsy shop, but I've got a ton of seeds. I just got to package them up and get them relisted, so I'm gonna do that. And then a cool one that we got too is these, and I really wish we would have planted more of these earlier, because these mini sweet peppers are amazing. And just like the mini bells, they'll come in oranges and yellows and reds, and the unripe fruits will be green. But we've been growing these probably 2013, growing these and saving our own seeds. I'm not sure how many I'm actually going to be able to harvest. I'm definitely saving my own seeds for next year, but I may be able to offer some of these up too for anyone who's interested. I like these too because obviously they're a little bit bigger than something like a mini bell, and I think they're sweeter and tastier. And what I'd really like to do is to maybe take some of these and some of the walking onions and dice them up pretty fine, and then actually knead them right into a loaf of bread when we make our homemade bread, and then bake that so you've got this nice, sweet, warm, cooked, peppers and walking onions right in the bread. And I also want to make some with dill seeds soon, so we'll see if that happens. But I'm definitely going to use a couple of these on this pizza. So I'm going to dress up this pizza, we're going to enjoy it, and then if the rain lets up, I'll talk a little bit more about what I just learned about walking onions, which is absolutely amazing. I love it. It is fantastic. Completely blew my mind, but I'm so excited for the future now because of it. Stay tuned. So I did save a couple of the bigger mini sweet peppers, but got the garlic stuff here, mini bells, cherry tomatoes, walking onions, the mini sweet peppers, and there's my palette. So I'm going to dress that up, and then I'll get on to the purpose of this video after I eat this thing. So anytime I add toppings to pizza like that, I like to add another layer of cheese just to kind of have it be the glue that sticks it together. Just like we could have made, our own pizza dough and our own cheese and our own sauce for this too. We could have just picked up a fully made pizza that wasn't a cheese pizza, that was fully dressed, but that it was simple just to grab, the base of it being just a cheese pizza that's already made, grab some nice fresh stuff from our garden, and then we're gonna have this for lunch. So I'll throw this in, we'll see what it looks like when we get done. And I really cannot wait to taste this. And I think you're gonna be amazed with what I show you the walking onions in a minute. That'll do. So there's the finished product. I'm working on taking some cilantro seeds and packaging them up. Monster truck and bell pepper here are saving baby fat achacha cucumber seeds. So those will be hopefully listed soon, but I don't know. I pulled this out and I thought, wow, to think that's a store-bought pizza. I can't wait to taste it. It looks amazing. Child? You said you could smell it. How's it smell?
It smells really good.
Yeah. Hey, baby, are you excited to eat the pizza? You want to eat pizza?
Nice.
Ha! What about you? How's it look?
Good.
What, do you want to tell me what you think of this pizza? Come here, bugger. Take a look at that. What do you think?
It will be good.
It will be good? Hey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tastiness from our garden there. Do you want to eat it? Yeah. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I thought I just saw you pick your nose. Don't touch my pizza. We'll cut it up. Fingers away. Thank you, son. What did you just say?
I said it smells so good in here.
Why?
Because we're going to have lunch.
Yeah. What'd I make for lunch?
Pizza.
How do you think it smells, child?
Good.
Yeah. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Wash your hands. Go for it. Grab a bite, thank you. What do you think?
I don't really think you can taste everything on it like so much.
Yeah, like the tomatoes.
Wait, there's tomatoes on here?
There's tomatoes on there. I tricked you. Haha. What about you, bugger, Mr. Eating an upside down pizza? How's it taste?
How does it taste, bugger?
Anyone not chewing? We'll start there.
Good.
What's it taste like?
I think it tastes good. Other than I can taste the tomatoes. It does taste good.
Can you taste like the onions and garlic?
Yeah, I can taste that, and I can also taste the tomatoes and
peppers. I was pretty impressed with just what those scapes and walking onions did to it. How about you, my lady?
Mm-hmm.
You'd eat another piece?
Mm-hmm.
You might not be able to because I might want the rest of these.
Lots of wonderful flavor. Like it.
What? You wanted more too? So out here in the wilds of what I call my garden, I've got a strawberry bed coming across the bottom here. With it are some Egyptian walking onions, and there actually is some grapes that I'm going to use some 10-foot T-posts to just kind of run higher so they're more of an upper canopy rather than sprawling around in competition with these nice edible perennials that I'm using as a ground cover. It's so cool to come out here though and pick grapes from this level, pick strawberries from this level, and then have Egyptian walking onions available throughout the year as well. These guys are great. I often do not use them as you would like a shallot or an onion because I like the bulbs to be in the ground. I like them to be reproducing. I mostly use them like you would a chive or a green onion, and taking these guys here and cutting them just to use these hollow little stems, and they smell wonderful. They're great. We'll use them in salads. We'll cook them like with some of our meats. We'll use them in soups, stir fries, stews, kind of whatever. And I love having these available throughout the year. One thing to watch for, especially through kind of the summer months, is that on the tips of some of these, they'll actually make some bulbils. So that bottom bulb will shoot up all this stuff, and then at the top, it'll make a small cluster of baby little onion bulbs. And what will happen to that is these aren't very strong, so they'll tip back to the ground. All those little bulbils will eventually root, and they'll do the same thing again. And that's where the name walking onion comes in, or some people call them like tree onions. Ever since we were first exposed to these, we really appreciated them. They're definitely one of those go-to plants that I can do about nothing to, and they work great for me year after year. I really don't have a lot of investment put in them, and they're just always here. And as time goes on, there's more and more and more of them, even with as many bulbs as we send other places. I've given some away to people that we know in person, but then also whenever the harvest of those bulbs comes in and they're mature and ready for shipment to be planted elsewhere, we offer them up for sale in our Etsy shop. And a number of people have really enjoyed them. It's cool seeing different pictures like on people's Instagrams or other stuff of people who are now growing something like these walking onions because of us, because they got them from us and we were the source. So at this time of year, everything is almost done for the most part out here. It's time to really get in the harvest. So one thing I've been doing is a lot of canning lately. I've been doing a lot of pickled peppers. We've been taking our snake gourds, which work great as a pickle substitute, taking a lot of our fresh dill, which reseeded itself. We've got a lot of volunteer dill, and we do offer that up in our Etsy shop as well if you're interested in some dill seeds. But we've been pickling a lot of stuff, putting it up in cans. We don't have a lot of freezer space right now, so we haven't been freezing much at all. But one thing that I recently started doing then too is taking some of these things which are pretty readily available right now and running them through the dehydrator. So I can fill some jars with some nice, dehydrated stuff that we grew ourselves. And this actually was the first time I've ever dehydrated these greens from our Egyptian walking onions. And this is the part that blew my mind. I'm grabbing these now so I can put them in the dehydrator because the last load, the last batch is ready to go. So I'm just gonna snip a couple more of these to take with me, try to have a whole load, and then we're gonna get that next batch in because the more of these I can put up now, the more I'm gonna have preserved, available in the kitchen. As it gets colder, these eventually, can and will die off, but sometimes they make it for a very long time as long as they don't get like hard freezes and stuff. But if it's right in the kitchen, dehydrated, and depending on what I'm cooking, that may be a better option than running out here in the cold to get some more anyway as the onset of winter comes. So a number of these are rather impressive too. If you'd compare something like this to what you'd find in a chive or a green onion, these are good size things. I think this is probably a little light, so I'm just gonna grab a couple more and then I'll see you inside. So here we are inside with this load. I think this is going to be about a dehydrator load. When I dehydrate it, it should look about like this in this quart jar. Yeah, you were drawing and writing? Oh, good job. And oh yeah, this was really good too. One thing I love about kids who have skills and a little bit of ingenuity is my children know if they want dessert, they can usually offer to make it. I know. Let me finish this video though, then I'll come check it out, okay? Do you understand? Yes, sir. So Pinky Pepper here wanted a dessert after our pizza, so she offered to make a cake, and that's a really tasty yellow cake with some buttercream frosting. Really good. But here's the dehydrator. I just put a couple on each level, ran them through, and if you guys could smell this right now, this is the part that blows my mind. When I smell this, this smells so amazing, and when I open this up, I'm gonna have to describe it to you because I want you to get a real feel, a real kind of scent for it, a real flavor. When I smell this, it smells like some of the most amazing, like Italian seasoning you could ever put on a breadsticks or a pizza. It is absolutely amazing. It smells so good. When I realized that, it just blew my mind. Now I could chop these all up and they'd fit in here a lot better, or I could even just turn it into a powder. But with some things, if you kind of leave them as whole as possible, they retain their kind of full flavor and freshness better. So right before I'd use these, I'd take out whatever I wanted and then just kind of dice it fine to add it as some seasoning to sprinkle on there. But this is so amazing that I'm gonna put up kind of as much as I can, because this is gonna be a staple when I'm making any sort of sauce, like a pasta type sauce. Yeah, like with pastas or breadsticks or pizzas or things like that. I'm totally gonna do this. And if you've never done this, if you have Egyptian walking onions, just dehydrate some. Take a smell of that, put them in a jar, take a good whiff. It is absolutely amazing. And this is just, you know, one more way to be preserving our harvest. I'll show you some other stuff here. And with these, all I really did is cut them to length. You know, some of these are pretty long, so I'll just lay them here, and then I'll cut this off and kind of throw it at one of the ends as a shorter one. That's about it. I'm gonna put this up in the jar and get the next one going in a minute. But you know, here's an example. What is this, like 22 snake gourds? So some of these are kind of more of the pickle looking ones. Some of them are more of the pickle spear looking ones. But if you didn't know what you were getting into, these taste so much just like a regular pickle. It's absolutely amazing. So I just brought in a big harvest with Monster Truck the other day. That's what part of it turned into. I had 8 of those from earlier this month or the end of last month. And then here was cool because we harvested just 4 plants. There was a couple jalapeno plants, 2 of those, and there was 2 serrano plants. And the serranos we mostly left whole so we could enjoy them on the side of some of our Mexican dishes, or with a lot of things, anything we really want something hotter. And then we got kind of more of the jalapenos cut up like this so we can enjoy them, you know, on nachos, or even put them on a sandwich like you would if you were ordering at Subway and stuff. But off of 4 plants, I got what, 14 jars? So that's pretty good. And we are saving seeds for those. If I got enough, I may offer some up if you guys are interested in serrano or jalapeno seeds. And the snake gourd seeds will be coming in soon and reloaded to our Etsy shop. So anyway, when it comes to the Egyptian walking onion, I am blown away by it. I love it. It's probably, you know, within my top 5 garden plants. We put it in there once, it just turns into more and more and more every year. And we've still got tons to share and ship to other people and stuff like that. Very versatile, I think. And we don't even tap into like half of it. We don't even really use the bulbs. We just mostly use the greens. But when I smelt this jar and when I realized just the scent of that, I can't wait to use it in all sorts of stuff. So very excited about this. I'm gonna pack this full of a bunch more and then get the next load going. So that's that. We do have a video coming up. Mama Pepper, people have been asking about her. Our life, you know, varies. So a lot of times we're running around pretty busy. Got 6 little kids here at home that we homeschool too, and sometimes I'm gone for work. But I will do a video with Mama Pepper, and we will talk a little bit, let you guys see her, discuss some things, and then ask you guys a question or two as well, in case you're curious for future videos. We'll see you next time. Papa out.